I've had a major sweet tooth over the last couple of weeks, and I would actually be lying if I said that I hadn't already indulged in some things that were sweet, but nothing has satisfied the craving. If you were to ask me, one of my favorite sweet treats is some sort of warm brownie with ice cream. Very few things satisfy, it's a new word. Very few things satisfy me the way that a warm brownie with ice cream does. So I was scrolling on TikTok and I remembered that I had seen this video of something that was like a brownie molten lava pudding. Those are all of my favorite things combined. Some sort of molten chocolate brownie that's warm that you eat with ice cream. I need it right now. And the best thing about this recipe is that it requires 5 ingredients: eggs, sugar, cocoa powder, flour, and butter. You probably already have those ingredients at your house right now, so you could literally make this as soon as you watch this video, and I hope you will. I'm gonna half the recipe because it's just me here, and I don't need a 9-inch skillet worth of brownies. I could eat it. I could probably sit and eat the whole thing. I would regret it after the fact. So I'm gonna make a smaller skillet, and it probably won't take as long to cook. But in the description below, I'll have the full recipe and the half recipe so that you can make whatever you want. If you wanna eat an entire 9-inch skillet worth of brownie, there is no judgment here, I promise. Just make sure you've got some really good vanilla ice cream on hand too, because I think that's gonna pair really well. So let's try this together and see how it turns out. The first step is to add 2 large eggs, and 1 cup of white granulated sugar into the mixing bowl of a stand mixer and mix for 10 minutes until fluffy. Now that that's all nice and fluffy and whipped, the next step is to add in 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour and 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Once you've added those ingredients, turn the mixer on and let all of that combine. Oh, but don't do it like that, because then you just get a whole bunch of cocoa powder everywhere. It's literally gonna have cocoa powder. There's cocoa powder all over now. Look at that. Love that for me. Once that's good and combined, you're going to add 1/2 cup of melted butter that has been cooled. Now that that's all good and mixed up, let's bring our bowl back over to our work surface. It's delicious. Gosh, there's cocoa powder everywhere. I need this to come out of here easier. Why is it so hard? It's not making it harder than it needs to be. Now that the mixture's all combined, we're going to take a knob of butter and we're gonna butter our skillet. Make sure it's good and covered. Again, this is the size that I'm using, but the recipe calls to use the size larger than this. Once you've got that good and buttered, you're gonna take your mixture and you're gonna pour it into your skillet. The texture of this is like a chocolate mousse. It's amazing. Smooth it out. Then lick the spatula. The next step is you're gonna need to get a deep pan that your skillet will fit in. You're gonna put your skillet in the pan, and then you're going to fill this up with water. So you're gonna cook this in a water bath. Now we're gonna put this in the oven for 30 minutes. I've preheated my oven to 350. It's the waiting that'll kill you, you know? It's just the waiting around for that timer to go off. It'll get you. Huh. Ready, it's time to bring it out. I hope you used your time wisely while your brownie was baking like I did. I took the time to clean up the cocoa bomb that went off over there. There's cocoa powder from here to yonder. I'll be cleaning it up for days. I'll just find it everywhere. So don't do what I did and turn your mixer on too high too fast. That was a completely avoidable mistake. So do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so it's out of the oven. It took 40 minutes and it smells delicious, and I think it looks the way it's supposed to look. I've never made this again, so I don't know. But one of the things that I thought that was the most appealing thing about it when I saw it on the video was the noise that it made on the top. Oh, I just cracked into it. Oh, I just love that. Crunchy, crispy. So now let's crack into it. Well, I did this whole thing and I wasn't even filming, so look at that. I mean, would you just look at that? It is brownie pudding. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat this. Everybody wants to roll. Okay, the moment has come. I'm so excited about this. The way the ice cream is melting around the edge of this, oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is unbelievable. Somebody in the comments of this TikTok said, "Isn't that just an undercooked brownie? What am I missing?" I'll be honest with you. It is an undercooked brownie and it is absolutely exceptional, and you are missing out on all of it if you aren't eating it. I mean, it is pudding, but it is brownie. Like the outside edges are like a little bit more firm, but the inside is so gooey. I don't even know how to explain this other than just to say that it is phenomenal and very well worth it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go put on a sweatshirt and some stretchy pants and go rot on the couch and eat this entire thing. I'm not, but I want to. This is unbelievable. The crunchy bits on the top, stop it. It's like the perfect combination of all the things that you love. Please make this. Please make this right now. Go make this right now and then leave me a comment about it and tell me how much you love it, because it's so good. Just do a little jig. It's so good. And get out of my tooth. Thank you so much for joining me again. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you'll come back next time for whatever it is that I decide to make. If you have any suggestions, I would love for you to leave them in the comments. Also, please leave me a like and subscribe and share it with a friend, because, you know, the more the merrier around here. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Ah, that's still hot.